What's up, guys? Welcome back to Stevenson for Irish Rugby, where we talk all things Irish Rugby related. As the Bulls beat Ulster today by 34 points to 16, in what was a very, very frustrating game for Ulster overall, and their second loss away to South Africa. But sure, you know, as an Ulster fan, we didn't expect to go to South Africa and win both these games. I don't even. Well, did we? I'll get on. I think I'll get on to it, but I think today, from the start. I think there was a bit of sloppy plays from Ulster again, and there were some good patches, but like Ulster really, we didn't really live up the place today from Ulster, and it was just one of those things where, it's frustrating at times to see because you're hoping that you would see Ulster bounce back from last week, but fair play to the Bulls today. Fair play to the Bulls today. They came to play. There's a reason why they came to play because they're going for a playoff place, and they're really showing good signs. The Bulls sure, the Bulls sure both the Bulls have been on good form lately. They recently beat Munster at home, so for me, for Bulls they've got to keep showing that drive going forward if they want to make the playoffs. Because I feel like these South African teams are really coming into life right now. I haven't seen them like before. I think in September we were all kind of saying, oh, why are they not showing any fight? I think it just takes them time, or else it just helps them in their home patch. I don't know. I think the Sharks had to come to Ulster, I think, down the line. So and I think the Sharks, even during the winter, Sharks went to the All-Stars and won. So it's really, the competition is really, really starting to liven up now, and you really want to, you really starting to like it, and it's just for play to the Bulls, and I hope they'll continue on, and they'll definitely want to get a playoff place. So so it's really exciting to see where the South African teams are. But from an Ulster's perspective today, I think everybody will be talking about whenever we got the try back to liven up to 2016. I think that's when Ulster got the try back to make that score. After that, Kieran Treble gets a so-called yellow card. And for me, I don't know. It's very, very soft. It's very, very soft from the referee again. Like the referee, what the referee. I don't know if this decision would have decided the game, but the reality is, did the referee make the right decision? Because the reality is, for me, I didn't think of a yellow card. I believe that his head. I think the Bulls player brushes brushes it off, and with the ball, it doesn't make sense for me. I think Ulster could have got away with that yellow card, but sure, Marcel Garcia I think got similar, and he got a yellow card, but I don't know. For me, that was just very soft from the referee today, and the reality is, they're gonna have to improve that going forward, especially for like the player welfare, or all that kind of stuff. But the reality is, frustrating. Oh, that's all I said. Frustrating, and but that's no excuse for why we lost it. We lost it to the better team, Bulls, and you would think that that's two losses in a row. For me, looking at the table and how it stands right now, I think I take that. I think that and yes, going forward, I would be very cautious about Munster and Glasgow, definitely. For me, I hope that Glasgow will go to South Africa in those two games, and I hope that the Stormers can actually do something to Glasgow. But I believe they can. I think Glasgow put off a really, really good result last night and getting a bonus point against Edinburgh, but Ulster are still top good points difference so far at the moment. I think they're still about 30 points ahead of Glasgow. But the reality is Ulster will have to. We'll definitely have to think about these big games against Munster at home. That's a big, big game. I think Ulster will step up in that, and then they went to Edinburgh. That's a tough game. You know what I mean? And I think that Edinburgh game will be decided where we finish second or third. Oh my goodness, I know. But the reality is that for Ulster, these next three games in the United Rugby Championship are important, and to keep an eye on Glasgow and Munster where they are going forward. So, not the ideal result. Very frustrating today again, but I'm pretty. We made changes today. Ulster. I thought Ian Madigan, for example, was very, very, very poor today on the ball. I think some individuals will take a look at themselves, but sure. Next week it's the big one away to Toulouse in the first leg of the European Cup round 16, and we're away to Toulouse. And for me, we'll get our big players back all together. So like the likes of Rob Herring and Ian Henderson. Well, Ian Henderson played today, but you get the likes of Rob Herring, Billy Burns, and Rob Balogun coming back. So and hopefully Jack McGrath and all those kind of players. But the reality is we have to definitely just, all I'd say is I would get back on a plane as quick as I can back to Ulster, and I'll very, very quickly go over the whole South African tour experience and get the sort of fixables right ahead of this big. I think Toulouse is a much bigger game to focus on now, especially in that first leg away. Then we can bring it back to Ravenhill, hopefully on a way that we can sort of keep the score tight before that. So it's going to be a big ask as well. Toulouse are going to get their players back. The likes of Dupont and some of their French players who played in that Grand Slam French team, they're going to come back. So that's the aim for Ulster. If we can keep it tight in the first leg, then we can bring it back to Ravenhill for a big game. Then, why not? Because that's what European rugby is about. So all I say is get our big players back for next week, and put in a better, much better performance, and put this circle jerk behind us. But we're still second so far, but big games coming up for Ulster. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Team Silver Irish Rugby. I'll be back afterwards for the Munster versus Leinster match reaction. So stay tuned. So I'll catch you guys soon. Thank you.